So I have been learning more about crypto trading, and it can be a little overwhelming. There are a lot of things to learn and things to consider. One of them being what platform or platforms you are going to use to trade. And so what I've kind of distilled down and realized after some research is that there are really three main areas that seem to be important to consider when you are choosing what platforms to trade with. So the first one is, do you actually trust that exchange to hold your funds while you are trading? The second one is going to be fees, because the lower your fees are, the more of your profits you get to keep. And the third one is KYC, whether you want it because you want to be kind of more protected in terms of regulations, or if you don't want it because privacy is ultimately more important to you. So today I am going to be exploring Shapeshift to see how they stack up on these three things. So number one, how much do you trust the platform? And honestly, for me, this is one of the biggest ones, because we've all heard don't keep your money on an exchange. And the reason why is if your money is in that kind of third party's hands and they go out of business, you could be SOL. So it's really important to gauge that counterparty risk. So how does Shapeshift shape up? Sorry, I think I'm funny. Well, truthfully, they crush it because you are actually trading from a self-custody wallet. So let's break down what that means. You can do all sorts of activities on the Shapeshift platform without ever giving them control of your coins. So you can trade, you can buy Bitcoin directly from your bank account into your wallet. You can buy Bitcoin with a debit card even. And so what usually happens is you go from your fiat, your bank account or debit card, you go into an exchange, which then is the third party that's holding your funds, and then you can turn it into a more secure wallet. And Shapeshift basically takes out that middle step, so you're really eliminating that risk of having your money in someone else's hands. So I think it's fair to say, so far on point one, Shapeshift is looking pretty good. On to number two, fees. Like we said before, you are spending all of this time and energy and work to trade, and if you aren't careful, fees can really start to eat into those profits. So let's take a look at how Shapeshift sets up their fee structure. Well, if we look at their website, it says right here that they have 0 commission, 0 spread, and 0 trading fees. Well, that sounds really promising, but let's just take a look a little bit deeper and see exactly how that works. So to be expected, there are still the standard network minor fees, which are displayed before you complete a trade, but Shapeshift basically isn't taking any additional commission or spread fees on that transaction. So basically how it works is you use their Fox token, which is an ERC20 token, in order to get those free trades. So you might be thinking, there's the gotcha, you have to buy their token first. But actually, when you sign up for the platform, you get 100 free Fox tokens. And then once you get into the platform and start actually executing trades, you earn Fox tokens on those transactions. And so your amount of Fox is continually building. So you might be wondering, okay, that's great, but how far does 100 Fox tokens actually get me? So for every 1 Fox token, it equals $10 of free trading. So that 100 Fox tokens you got actually enables you to have $1,000 of free trades. And your free trading volume renews on a rolling 30-day basis as well. Not to mention, again, the more active you are with trading, the more Fox tokens you're earning, and so that cumulative balance of free trades is continuing to grow. So I think we can safely say that Shapeshift is crushing it when it comes to reducing the amount of fees you pay on your trading. So far, we are 2 out of 3. And that brings us to number 3, which is KYC. Like I said in the beginning, there is a population of people that want the KYC because they want to make sure all of their activity is totally above board, and then there's people that want nothing to do with KYC. So really quick, I'm going to explain what KYC is for someone who's watching this that maybe doesn't know. It stands for Know Your Customer, and it is basically a way to verify your identity, usually using some kind of government-issued ID. Regulations have become more and more stringent over the last few years, and these exchanges are being required to use KYC and anti-money laundering laws in order to allow their users to trade on the platform. So if you don't mind using KYC, which honestly it is becoming more and more common that that's something you need to do because of all those regulations, then you're golden. You are literally 3 out of 3 on Shapeshift. But if not using KYC is really important to you, then that is kind of a ding on Shapeshift for you. And it might be better for you to look for a platform that operates in a different way and doesn't require that. But what I will say with that is even if you don't want to use KYC, you're still getting the best 2 out of 3 on the other points in terms of the self-custodial wallet and free trades. And so it might be worth considering keeping that in your portfolio assortment. So I obviously think Shapeshift is a really solid, awesome choice for people that are wanting to trade cryptocurrencies. So if you're interested in checking it out, I will leave the link right below this video so you can take a look and get started and get those 100 free Fox tokens right away.